Hey guys, first fan of the night.
First fan of the night.
So this is one we've been waiting to bring you guys for a long time. We've been waiting on Rick and Andy to be here at the same time and us to have all of the supplies. This is an Emerson CF-28. This is one of the first Emerson ceiling fans. It's not the very first. The very first was the CF-1, which I don't know if anybody's ever seen a complete original one, but the Cornerstone was the replica of that. And this was, I think, maybe the fan that came next. I'm not sure. It's called the CF-28 because it has a 28 coil motor, which later a lot of other fans had, including banana fans. Generally pretty slow. I saw one of these in the About Us section of an Emerson catalog when I was a kid. I think it's the 85 Emerson catalog shows these, along with the CF-30. And at the time I wanted one, but I thought that they were so silly with the two blades and I would have much rather had four. I still maintain that they would look better with four. Yeah. But they're rare and they're valuable, and I had the opportunity to get two, essentially two for the price of one. So I jumped at it. Obviously, for those who know Casablancas, this is what the Columbia is replicating. It's the same bottom plate and top plate as the Columbia. And the Columbia 2 has a different sideband. What else? This one's got a 3D printed nose cone. So that's not original, but it's the same shape as the original, as you'll see in the next video. And these are designed to run at 104 volts. So we've got it on the Variac. If you can see the kilowatt in the camera, which you should be able to, it's right around, now it's at 103. I keep adjusting it because the line voltage keeps changing, but it's at 104 volts. Yeah, anything you guys want to say before we get started?
Pretty sure it's the oldest fan I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, what year?
It's 1890s for sure. Well, it's patented.
We'll go with that. That's close we're going to get.
Okay, the last patent date is November 14th of 1899.
Okay, so this is from 1899.
And I also find it interesting that they kept the CF designation well into 1990s.
Well, why not? It stands for ceiling.
Well, yeah, but it's interesting that they kept that all this time.
Are we at all worried it's going to fly off that hook when we give it full power? I don't think so, but we want to have somebody with a hand on it just to be safe.
I didn't think
It didn't seem like it's in any okay, let's give it full power.
Seem like it. Okay, so 0 to high then?
Yeah. Well, that's faster than I expected. I'm gonna inch the voltage up so we can have the correct voltage. Who's got the CFM and tacker and all that? We'll need to measure it too, because I'm not sure. I don't know if it's 52 inches or not. I mean, can we get before we get the and we'll have to do. We're gonna do 0 to high again because I didn't get inrush. I was looking at the voltage.
All right.
It's drawing 2.37 amps, 150 watts, so it is a power factor of 0.6. But yeah, let's get the. Let's get some readouts on it. We got a tape measure around here? I know I've seen one that's yellow.
Okay, so I'm getting a very clean 419.
Okay.
So that's going to be 209 or so.
Yeah.
Which looks about right. It's moving.
Yeah.
Even though it's deceiving with all the...
It even says it's supposed to be 210 RPM on the tag.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we're actually,
right on.
It's back, yeah. 120 years later.
Tape measure here.
Nice. Okay, well, let's get the CFM reading before we measure it.
Yeah, you do spin down.
Well, I want to check a couple other things, too. Thank you. I'll pass it off to Rick.
$511.
511. Okay, we'll hold on to that number. There. Calculator here. I think the barn calculator is actually in my car, ironically. So, other thing I want.
No, it's right there. Isn't it?
That one's broken.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah, there's one in my passenger seat if somebody wants to get it. Otherwise, it'll be.
Is your car open?
Yeah. I think it's there. It's green. It's a little green one that Rick bought.
Should we do spin down?
Well, before we do that, another thing I want to try, because a lot of people just run these on 120 volts, so I'm going to inch it up to 120 volts. So I think the difference that is 2.63 amps. It's definitely drawing more. We're only at 118. I think we'll leave it at the 104 for this video.
Yeah, probably better.
But people do run these on line current.
I doubt it's gonna hurt anything. I mean, doing that.
It's not
but-
very much of a difference.
Yeah, it's not a huge difference.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do spin down.
Okay. A lot of torque there, man.
Yeah. New bearings.
Mm-hmm.
Revarnished windings. I don't know if it was rewound or not, but they're newly varnished at least.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, somebody can use their phone. I'm sure we got tons of calculators around here. That one's got a broken. It doesn't. The multiply and divide buttons don't work, so the numbers work.
Man,
but
these are dropping like flies.
well, they were like $1 a piece, weren't they?
Yeah, I bought a handful of them, like $1 a piece. I think it was.
Yeah.
Where's that tape measure?
Right here.
I'm not sure it's a little bit bigger than 52.
I'm thinking like 54, but I don't. Did you find it?
Yep.
56.
56. Okay. Only thing we did while you were gone, other than spin down, and it had a good spin down, is I took it up to 120 volts to see how much current it drew. Quite a bit more. So we're gonna do the rest of the video.
At 104.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a 56 inch. Interesting.
So 56 divided by 24 squared times pi. 56 should have been on our chart, shouldn't it?
I thought it was.
It was. I was.
Oh, 17.1.
Yeah, times 511 equals about 8,700 CFM. So on the high end of like a K55 fan. Okay, let's do 0 to high again.
Current showing current.
Yeah, because I didn't show the current drawn the last time. We know it's going to be big inrush. I think that's going to be
Right.
for inclusion. It was drawn 2.38. Anybody want to take a wager at what the inrush is actually going to be?
I think it's 2.8.
Okay. Price is Right rules, I'll
Yep.
say 2.81.
Okay, I was going to say 3.
Alright. Here we go.
Ah, goddammit, I forgot to move it to amps.
I have to start using the profanity filter in these videos more often.
Yeah, don't fucking cuss.
Alright, now
Now it's for it.
Alright.
Quit the startup sound. 2.8381. So yeah, Andy has this one, I think.
Wow, okay. Well, those are both pretty good guesses, just pulling
Yeah.
out of the sky.
Because we tested these before.
Yeah. Alright.
That is a really cool startup sound. I like
It's
that.
yeah, those harmonics are cool.
And
That's
it's-
for sure.
The 1.9 amp Hunters have that too, but it's usually not as loud.
This
Okay.
is really distinct.
Yeah.
That's a lot of torque. I mean, just like how much that
Yeah.
motor's flopping around.
A part of it is there's no
Yeah,
drama
there's
on the
no
J,
Yeah,
but
it's just
still.
hung by an
Still
eye,
a lot of torque.
fisheye hook.
Yeah, I mean that's how the last person hung it. So
Yeah, these never had canopies, right? They literally just,
no, they would have had canopies.
Oh.
They would have had like a long nose where they've got the spiral down rod and a little ball, and then the plain down rod.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but it just so happens that these neither one of them
Have canopies.
has canopies. Yeah, I could probably find one on eBay or get a reproduction, but I don't even know where it'll end up being hung. So at this
Yeah.
point, it's a
They're
little
good
early.
it's good for testing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do Pete's 10 switch method.
Okay. Do we want to take bets on whether it starts at 10 or not?
I'm gonna say no.
No,
No.
definitely not.
Although it is a lower voltage, so.
It is. I still ain't no.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go. Does not start at 10.
No.
Okay.
No.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I hear something, 19, 20,
So quite a ways away.
No crunching for us.
21,
Off the distance.
22, 23.
Ooh, that was very
Ah.
distinctive.
Honestly, if we had it on a proper hook, I think it might start a little earlier. Makes it harder for the motor to
Yeah.
start when it has to fight going backwards.
True.
Not a bad low speed though.
At 23, yeah, that's not bad.
Like, I don't expect a 2-blade fan from the 1800s to have a great range of speed,
Yeah,
and that's
no.
pretty solid.
Not bad. Alright, here's 24. $25. Well, that's why Pete didn't care about these. There's no cruncher. It's all way above 8, 12, and 20.
Yeah.
It's 26. I'd imagine it's going to go up pretty quick. It's 27. $28. $29. $30. $31. $32. Are we getting close? 33. 34.
Still under.
35.
Still under, but I bet you it's going to jump quick.
36.
Still under.
37.
Just a hair under.
38.
38's over. Hit the high switch though. I want to see if it's one of those where it, like,
That's high.
no, it was legitimately over.
Okay, so 37 is the highest you can go without.
Okay, so here's another thing I want to try. So I'm going to take the line voltage back up to 120.
Okay.
Because you could, in theory, use a capacitor to run this on line voltage and down tune it to where it's supposed to be at 104. What we'd have to do is because it's got to, when it draws like around 2.35, 2.38 is the right capacitor value to put in series with it, and just leave it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So start by going 20. Let's see if it's, well, I guess stop it. Start by going 20 and we'll see where it starts.
20 started.
Interesting, because 23 didn't start the last time.
Maybe it had a dead spot or something the motor was in.
I think it had something to do with the hook too, because now it's...
Okay, here's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that the hook plays...
21, 22, 23, 24.
There you
Maybe
go.
just that spot.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
This is back down to 20 just out of curiosity. So I wonder if it would keep going. Okay.
Be curious. Curiosity makes for a good video.
Okay, so I think 10 looks like it's got a 15. See if that keeps going. I feel like with antiques, a lot of times you do have to give them a little bit of a bump start.
Shaded pull in general, yeah. Once it won't start, but it'll stall. It'll stall, but then once you get it going, it'll go.
Right. It's like here, for instance, here's 14. I mean, that's like very aesthetic low.
Yeah. Usually they play better on solid state, anyways.
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, let's.
So
I mean, not to rush you through anything that you're curious about.
no, that's.
but
I just wanted to see.
the main thing we want to get to is to see. It's off now.
Yeah. What did you want me to do?
We want to get to 20. We want to get to 2.38 amps.
Oh, okay. So let's go. We'll just go right to 20. You know it starts.
Yeah, that's like 1.14.
Okay.
You can even jump to 30 if you want to. I think.
26. Here's 30.
1.92.
35.
Ooh, that might be it. Actually, no, we're going over. Turn it down.
34.
Turn it down.
33. 32.
Go back to 33.
33.
Go one more.
Up or down?
Up.
34.
34 is over, but it's not crazy over. Go back down to 33.
It's 33.
Yeah. If you really wanted to hit it on the nose, you'd probably need to do 33 and a half.
Right.
34 is closer, but it's over. But yeah, so if you wanted to run it on if you wanted to put a 34 microfarad capacitor in series with it,
You could
run it on 120 and it would behave how it would on 104. Like I said, most people that I know just run them on 120 without any precautions. But if you wanted to take that precaution,
Right.
so let's go. Okay, let's take the volts back down to
104.
104 and let's do the solid state test. How noisy do we think it's going to be in the solid state test?
Honestly, other than that kind of startup sound, I don't see it doing much beyond that. I'd say bedroom.
A newly varnished
Okay,
winding.
I'm gonna give it silent.
Okay, I guess I'm going to say living room.
All right.
I like how much faith you guys have in this thing.
It's gonna be awful. We got our ears blown off. Oh.
Ooh, oh.
Whoops. Well done.
I mean, it's living room. It's not loud.
It's not awful, but it's definitely not quite what I was thinking.
No. I mean, there's no vibration isolating anywhere in this whole
Yeah.
thing, both where it's hanging, where the blades are mounting. It'd be very easy to make it quieter.
Probably not the worst of it.
That's not bad, honestly.
You definitely get that those coils vibrating against each other sound a little bit, but that you
Which
can-
is interesting because it's newly varnished.
well, you hear it too, right?
Yeah.
That like high pitch.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we want to show on this one?
There's not a whole lot else to show on these.
Not much.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
not reversible. No factory
yeah,
speeds.
nothing. I feel like having an on-off pull chain out that bottom hole would look pretty nice if you wanted to actually hang the thing.
That wouldn't look bad. Yeah, I think honestly, and I know what he was going for with the gold 3D printed piece, but I think honestly, if you weren't going to do the little ornate, like, nose piece that goes over the nose,
Right.
then just painting the 3D printed part black,
Yeah.
I think would probably...
I agree. I think that would actually look better in this case.
But again, like, if we decided we wanted to throw this up in the office or something like that, it doesn't look bad like it is.
No.
I could leave it like it is and be fine. It's still, it looks pretty good for being 125 years old.
Yes. There's nobody alive today that was around when this was made. Just to put it in.
There
No.
might be somebody that's 125.
I don't think so.
The longest living person ever was like 121 or
Okay.
2, I think.
Okay, well, if you guys actually know that off the top of your head, then I'm sure you're right. I was just guessing.
But still, just to put it in perspective, how long ago
Yeah.
it actually was.
No, my step-grandpa lived to be 101, 102, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's, and he was tired. He was like, I've had enough of this. I'm ready to see what's next.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, let's, okay. We know this isn't that metal because
Well, yeah.
there's no Metal Pete here. He,
No.
he knew that we were doing this today. Oh, that's okay.
That's alright.
It's too old for crunching. I don't know about Jonas and you might know Mullet better than I do.
Oh, Stuart would like this. It's a cool piece of history. I'd be shocked if it wasn't anything. I mean, maybe like the higher end of his middle category, but...
Do you remember what his categories are?
Okay, the lowest one was... highest one was definitely Showbiz Pizza. Middle one was... Was it just Chuck E. Cheese or something?
I feel like no.
Was it lowest one I think was Great Clips.
Great Clips is, yeah. I don't know what the middle one was. Yeah,
I
okay.
can't
Well,
remember.
Stuart, comment on the video and
Please
yeah.
let us know. I can't remember.
I'm feeling Jonas likes two-blade fans because he made all his fans in his house two-blade fans at one point. So I'm gonna guess.
That sounds very Jonas.
I'm gonna guess this is Oregon Room. In fact, put the top hat on it real quick. Right under the test rig, under the table.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, just set it on one of the blades or something. Yep.
We're going to honorary Jonas this
Yes.
fan since...
I don't think
Matt,
Metal Jonas can arrive today.
No Metal Jonas for this test. Get a picture of that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's important.
How Rick is this?
Oh yeah, it's avocado appliance. Even though there's nothing avocado appliance about it in terms of like being a '70s thing, but it's very very cool. I mean, you can't
argue it's cool.
How can you not like? This is literally one of the earliest. It's literally one of the earliest Emerson ceiling fans ever. I mean, heck, the ceiling fans hadn't even been around that long by the time this came out. So
Yeah.
pretty cool piece of history right here, I think.
Yeah.
Is it as trains or storms as you hoped?
Yes, it's top tier EF5 for me.
Oh man, yeah.
I will say, it performs a little better than I expected, honestly. Because being a 28 pull motor with 2 blades, I was not expecting it to be as powerful as antiques generally are. Because 28 pull motors are generally slow.
What
And it's
else?
only 2
What else
blades.
uses a 28 pull?
Without actually counting, the only thing that comes to mind is banana fans.
But I was gonna say banana fans is the
And those
last
are
thing.
slow.
I know those are those are very.
And the way that I know that is there's a fan collector named Bill Phantom who's probably one of the... He knows more about motors than any other fan collector that exists.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Phantom, which is nice. But one time I was at my uncle's house and I took down a banana fan because my uncle was moving. And he looked at it. He'd never seen one before. He looked at it and he said, 28 pull motor, I bet that goes real slow. I was like, how did you know? And he's like, yeah, it's 28 pull motor. Some hunters use the 28 pull motor, but I don't like... I mean, you can count the coils in that original over there, Andy. How many coils is that?
We can.
The red one.
The red one, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the faceplate off it.
Yeah.
Oh, now be yeah.
Where's my?
What's he looking for?
I think it's almost exactly 1 coil per slot on the top of the housing. if I'm not
Probably.
I'm not mistaken.
Since we got
The
plate
old,
off.
old ones are all like that.
Careful.
It's just cardboard.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. So yeah, not 28.
So half.
But yeah, so it's gonna go twice as fast.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that math actually checks, but in theory. So yeah, that's okay. Well, let's get the second one up. In the meantime, we'll thank our sponsors: Fan Stick, Light Stick, Taco Burrito Mexico. Good man, leave it up there.
Oh, we're leaving it on.
Why not?
Okay.
Good Manufacturing Company.
This video no longer lit by a good manufacturing company.
Yeah.
Well, they're still an honorary lighting contributor because we still use them. Even when we use these lights, we still use them when we do Lights in the Bay.
Yeah. Sure.
1220 LLC, where our motto is crunch, 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 crunch. RickerSheep.com. Our thanks, of course, to Metal Jonas for his constant appearances. And off in the distance, crunch, 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 crunch. Patreon.com/dspiffy. Thanks for watching and
Bye, Fan Stick.
thanks for watching.